All right. Now, this is a preface. I am recovering from a rather annoying cold, right? So, if I don't have my high energy or whatnot, or it may not be a long stream, it's okay. But it's kind of checking in because it is the 2nd of September. Which means technically there's 12 days left for me, right? Till the pre-order early access for Mortal Kombat 1. But some of you guys, it's the 1st of September, so that's why I titled it 2 weeks to go. It's pretty crazy actually that it's so close. It feels like even though we've been talking about leaks and stuff for a long time, it feels like it's just kind of just come out of nowhere real quick, you know, when they announced it and then up to now. It looks like they've picked up their marketing game, which is good. After, you know, they're starting to sort of push stuff out there. I still have questions that need answers, as Gandalf said in Lord of the Rings. But first and foremost, I have pre-order. I pre-ordered it tonight. It wasn't because I was just holding off, because I planned to pre-order it anyway. It's just that I'd been paying off our very expensive PC upgrade, and we've got two more pieces to go actually for it, which is the graphics card. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, but the upgrade was worth it. It was amazing, absolutely amazing, you know. So it wasn't just for me. Me and my son did it. My daughter inherited my previous build, which was pretty beefy anyway. So that was cool. She's and so she's going to be inheriting my graphics card as well. So that's pretty awesome. You know, I try and move the pieces around in the house, you know. So how are you going, everyone that's in here? Nerikar, Travis, JBL says, do you think Cyrax and Sector, Tampax and Sextoy will become fully playable eventually? Well, the thing is though that, like, I've been saying this since forever, that in order for a cameo to work, it has to be fully rendered. You know, full skeletal structures in place. They're fully integrated with fatal blows. They're fully integrated with throws. They're fully integrated with fatalities. They've got, you know, over half of a move set available to them, like special moves. So I don't see why they couldn't be, right? I can't imagine why they couldn't be, particularly in the quality. If we look at how good Sector and Cyrax looked, if you use the mod for MK11, and or remember when you fought them in MK11 in the story, they're pretty awesome models, right? It wouldn't take much to pull them and make them mainstay characters, right? Travis says, you're recovering from clown soy boy land. We all understand. Yeah, This is crazy. This is one of those colds that just hangs on. So I thought it'd be a bit chill. I did buy a new fighting game tonight that I want to review. It is called Pocket Bravery, which I've already played a little bit. It's really fun. It's very cool. So I'm looking to do that, to put a review out for that. You know, my reviews aren't like reviews like everyone else. My reviews are kind of like, here you go. This is what it's like. It's like if you guys were over my house, we're all sitting around the computer or the TV, and it's like, check this game out. Right, that's how I do my stuff. How you going, Jacob? Oh, thank you, brother. Yeah. Just annoying. And now I'm at that part of the cold. You ever get to that part of the cold where you don't feel like, as soon as you eat, you instantly feel full? That's generally how I know that I'm at the end of it. It just sucks though, because like you get hungry and then you eat. You know, you eat like a flea's penis-sized morsel of food, and then it just feels like you've just eaten a truck. It's crap. So, but anyway. So yeah, I did pre-order. Obviously, I pre-ordered the PC version because somebody in this bloody community that talks about Mortal Kombat needs to, you know, needs to represent the PC fighting game community in Mortal Kombat and other ones as well. Because everyone else, sort of, they cover, by and large, on console. So, I don't kiss the booty, and I certainly don't use the booty for the most popular platforms. So, that's all right. That's all right. I like being the underdog. So, you know, it's all good, man. Travis says, I think Serena will be playable. Look how much work they put into it. Also think Cyrax and Sector will be playable. There's a high demand. Yeah. Look, a couple of wishes for this game. I really do hope that it has long legs, right? I really hope it has long, supportive legs. Now, it looks like it will be with invasions, right? Which is great. So, you know, I'm definitely happy about that. You know, I think through combat packs or free updates or whatever they could make, I would hope that they could make every character playable, right? JBL says after MK11 they're pre-ordering another MK game. Yep, 100% agree. This is actually the first. Hang on, that's a lie. Oh, okay. So it's the first modern day Mortal Kombat game I've pre-ordered. I don't think I pre-ordered MK. Oh no, I did. I think I bought MK10 when it came out. I'm pretty sure I bought it when it came out. Like on the day it was released. I bought it and then bang. I can't remember. MK9, back then I was like heavily invested in PS3, so, and in Australia they banned MK9. So, and I went on this massive, I used to have an old channel, YouTube channel, some people remember. I went ballistic. I was doing videos every day, you know, trying to bring awareness to the fact that our rating system banned this game. Now, rating system, they were actually, up until that point, they were actually using the rating system for movies to rate video games. It was so bad. So you get so many games banned, right? How you going, Cable? How you going, man? Jeez, it's been a long time, dude. How you going, brother? Yeah, so they were using the movie rating system to rate video games in this country, right? So yeah, I went this massive tirade, and then they wouldn't release it here for ages. So I acquired it through other means. I didn't pirate it though. I still got original copies. It was just other way. Because I'm like, well, I don't care, man. Right? You know, it's a video game. So, and I gave a couple of copies to friends, and I kept one myself. And I was able to play. Like not on day launch on MK9 because I had to wait for the import, but yeah. I don't know. I can't remember again with MK10. All I remember, yeah, maybe I did because like it was so long ago. But like I definitely didn't. I don't think I pre-ordered MK11. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't know. I see because I do tend to like if I'm interested in a game, I will pre-order it, right? But I also have the power to refund it as well, right? So I've got a couple of hours, and under a week to figure it out. So, because I am pre-ordering through Steam. But the last time I actively remember like actually pre-ordering a Mortal Kombat game was MK3. Mortal Kombat 3. All the way back in the Super Nintendo days. I remember going into the shop, I remember paying it off. And then I remember being there on that morning, waiting for the shop to open. But because they hadn't got the stock in yet, we're waiting for delivery. So I remember waiting around with everyone else for Mortal Kombat 3 to be brought into the shop so then we could take it home. So but yeah, so no, I fully support people not pre-ordering. Do it like whatever, do whatever you want, right? Because at the end of the day, it is your money, it's your time, and I fully support people, you know, waiting and seeing, right? If you can't trust the shills, watch gameplay, watch people streaming it, right? Then that way you can go, okay, this looks interesting, you know. Ask some questions. Hopefully the streamers will answer them. I have no doubt I'll be streaming it. I have no doubt. I will definitely be because it's a brand new MK game, and because I've kind of laid the foundation for certain segments. Things I'm really excited to cover will be like special moves of fate, which is, you know, every single character showcasing just their special moves in a video, and then their combat moves of fate, or whatever I called it, you know, where it's their non-special move combat move. So standing high kick, I'm still calling it high kick, man. Right? I'm old school, man. I'm still gonna call it that. You know, showcasing their sweep, uppercut, throws, you know, that sort of thing. There's a lot of intricacies I can break down in any fighting game, which is what I love. It's just that Mortal Kombat's my favorite, so you're going to see a lot of that. So, but yeah, definitely, yeah, if you're not sure, yeah, hold off. 100%, right? Just scrolling up and just seeing what it says. JBL says, the Hollow Hunter says, I need to see more before I pre-order. 100%, man. Definitely do that. JBL says, I plan to pick up a year or two later when it's on discount, we've seen the full game. Yeah, a lot of people do that. You know, and that's a precedent that's been brought in with gaming in general. We all know, especially with a game that looks like it's going to get a lot of DLC, there's going to be a Game of the Year edition. It just depends whether or not people want to jump in like now, right? With everything going on. Now, obviously, things like the seasons, we don't know whether those seasons will roll back. We don't know if those seasons are going to some sort of archive where you can play them and then the new ones as well. So, you know, who knows? Jacob says, after some videos where player was so bad and didn't show most of them, I actually want to play to check all the hidden stuff. Yeah. Hopefully, this will be the sort of MK game where we do get a lot of like hidden stuff. That'd be pretty awesome. You know, secrets coming out all the time, discovering stuff, you know, jumping online, you know, trying to figure things out. That's the sort of stuff I like, you know, and that brings the, you know, the community together. Jacob says MK Trilogy had the best roster to this day, lore gameplay wise. Yeah, it is a very complete game. MK9 and MK Trilogy, I think, very much share the same sort of feeling for me. You load it up and you're like, I am not missing a single person when I look at this roster. Do you know what I mean? Like, you look at it and you go, this is perfect. Every single character. Like, I don't feel like I'm missing out. It feels like it was perfect. Same in MK9. perfect. Just a complete snapshot. You know, amazing. So, Bitter Industry goes, hey Fate bro, just saw the invasion mode, looks promising. Kind of reminded me of MK9 challenge towers. Yeah. So what they've done with invasion mode, and look, a lot of leaks were talking about it be like a crypt mode, and maybe they saw that. Maybe people had seen these stuff and gone, oh, that looks like we're going to be able to run around and explore. But the reality is, though, it's very much like a tabletop game. But in doing so, it's also very easy. It's very easy to add content to that particular type of model. You don't have to render full worlds. It's very easy to create, but it's also very easy to add in story, you know, for extra characters and you know, gear pieces like, you know, like changing a hat or outfits and stuff like that. I think it's in some respects, I think it's a very smart move. It takes every gimmick and everything that they've had in previous games. They've gone, you know what, we're just going to add it into this. The invasion part of the game, and maybe future games, will be the central hub of all of this sort of stuff. So, I love how they added collector as a merchant. Yeah, I thought that was a great move too, Bitter. Yeah, I thought that was really good. Yeah. Cable says, I really hope MK1 reboot timeline will be the last reboot of the series. They fix everything MK11 story mess up. I have a feeling it will be. I have a feeling it's just going to, like, the hourglass will shatter and that'll be it. Just hope they don't pull an MK11 with this second reboot of the timeline. Yeah, well, this is the thing though. They're pulling old John Tobias stories back. Again, you know, I do really question his involvement because how they... It's just so... It's such a weird coincidence to use his specific scrap storylines for this. Crazy. So yeah, it's just... Hopefully that'll be it. Hopefully this will be it. And we can just continue on. We still have the old games, and their storylines, and their stuff. So it doesn't ruin them. This is just it. And moving forward. So... Jay says, I still think they blew up the best opportunity to make a game in first tournament with a great Kung Lao, make something new and add known characters and DLC. Well, the thing is, though, that okay, so I thought it would be great too, personally. But in saying that, though, the rumors about Shang Tsung's intro part, you know, is actually when he's young. Okay, let me rephrase that. He is young, right? But this is like, you know, this is how Shang Tsung gets his powers. So, but then again, that flies in the face the fact that the Takart disease existed then. So I don't know, actually, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. JBL says, will you stream the story mode on YouTube? So I'm in two minds about streaming the story mode. I will stream it, but it may not be the first playthrough. Okay. The reason for that is because I think my son is very excited to sit there and play it with me, and I'd be remiss to think, oh, well, you know, I'll just stream it instead. You know, I think I know you guys, and I can stream it. Like, I can stream it, obviously, after a first playthrough. But I think I think I'd love to have that with him. He's a big Mortal Kombat fan too. And if you guys have got kids out there, you got, you know, or you are fathers, mothers, sometimes you just want to do it with your family. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm gonna stream a lot of it naturally. You know, everything from PvP stuff to invasions and all sorts of stuff. It's gonna be a big one, but sometimes, you know, I get this thing in me. It's like, oh, I want to experience it for the first time with, you know, like you know, like a family member, you know, stuff like that. Does that make sense? Right? And I say that because, like, when we watched, my son and I, we watched the 17 minutes that was revealed, and he was so bummed out that it ended, right? And we watch stuff all the time. We've been going through X-Files, watch movies and things. So I think I'd love that, because then we can, it's kind of like the old days of, when you hang out with your friends or family and just do it together. And I hope I don't mean any disrespect or anything like that with anyone or upset anyone with that. But I will stream it. It just won't be the first go, and I would feel awful, to let him down, because, it's, to me that would mean a lot, so anyway, I'll just check all the other messages. Will you stream? Will you stream Mortal Kombat story? Yeah, I already answered that. Now, Bitter says, Cable says, I pre-ordered the premium edition for a close friend of mine for his birthday since he got me Street Fighter 6 for my birthday. That's fantastic, dude. Round of applause, like Cabal. That's fantastic, man. That's really awesome, dude. That really is. Yeah, that's fantastic, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Bitter says, now I don't know if I should keep my pre-order or get pre-order Mario Wonder. That game looks like it has so much, but fingers crossed. But you can keep it, man. It just depends. Like, did you get console or PC? Either way, you'd be able to get a refund, right? So Igor says, will you stream Mortal Kombat story? Oh yes, I already answered that. Yeah. Bitter says, if you stream the game Fate, will you be completing online with folks? Or story? Do you mean competing online with folks or story mode? So the game will probably, being in Australia, the game will probably launch in the early hours, right? Probably about 2 or 3 o'clock. That's generally when they release, right? So naturally, I'm not going to be playing it with my son. I won't be playing the story then. But certainly, I could do everything else. Everything from going through towers, playing online, just jumping straight online, man, right? Picking a character, just doing the old classic, going to the tower, just to get a feel of the game, because I haven't played it, right? This will be the first time me getting hands-on. For all I know, the whole thing might collapse and not even work. Imagine that, So anyway, yeah, so like I said, I definitely would like to play the story mode first with my son, but we'll cane through it, man. Like, we'll fly through that. But the moment it launches, yeah, I should be able to stream it. I should be able to start the stream beforehand, wait for it to unlock, and then load it up, and then go in for there, and just jump in with everything else. So Cable says, right now MK1 Premium Edition is discount CD keys for $72. I'm assuming that's $72 US. So I pre-ordered it through Steam because I didn't want to take the chance that if I pre-ordered premium through a CD key website, I wouldn't get the early access key in time, right? For this particular game, I wanted to make sure that, yep, I'm able to stream it as soon as it comes in. And my son might even be awake at the time, and he might even be off screen, having a go at it as well. I'm actually, you know what? No, I'm actually gonna, he's in the toilet. I'm actually gonna pre-order it for him as well, right? So, just because because we're both upgraded, computers are awesome. So he doesn't know that yet though. So anyway, Igor says, I have one question for you all. Will be available placed? Will we be available to play story in September? Are you asking if the story mode will be available? Yeah, it should be. Halcyon X says y'all hit like on the stream to help my man. Oh, thanks, man. I never asked for that stuff, man. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification. I don't care about that, right? I'm old school YouTube. I just do my video and walk away. You know, like I just don't even think about it, and I don't want to ask. It feels weird. Oh, please like the button. Please press the like button. I don't know, man. It's just, you know. Toby says, I don't see why you won't be able to play story mode on the 14th. Bitter says, if that leak is true about cameos being playable later, I will definitely consider this to be the best since MK9. Yeah, well, I hope the cameos end up being fully playable, right? That would be great. And if we start seeing characters from the cameo roster being made playable, like Serena, then that opens up a Pandora's box for NRS, and people are going to sit there and go, come on, man, you did it for her, you've done it for him, we've got Johnny Cage main, now his cameo, Scorpion and Sub-Zero cameos, like, come on, man, like, just do it, right? So Jacob says, so Basic Invasion is free, but every new season story and extra character options will be locked behind DK. So they will take money from single players. Is that for real? I'm afraid the new seasons will be unlocked via Dragon Crystals. Is that true? Okay. Alright, we'll talk about that in a second. I ain't jumping online day one. I might get some early wins in from people going, oh my god, this is great. You know, they're sitting there like, you know, fawning over, oh my god, it's so cool. And you just jump on and just like destroy him. Right, just take advantage of the situation. Bitter says, I got pre-order, Fatal got pre-order on Switch. Oh, awesome. Man, they didn't even give us Switch folks a try to play. Let's hope the Switch performance is good. I hope it's good too, man. I really want to hear from Switch players, because like anyone that pays money for a game, you know, especially when they didn't have us in for beta, I think it's fair to expect that it's going to work out of the box. So, you know, Toby says, man, I just hope Melina and Tara are decent gameplay wise. Yeah, look, we saw a bit of Melina gameplay in the Banished, was it the Banished trailer? I noticed a couple of things, that her dive kick and her roll don't seem to be as fast, right? Like, it seems like the execution is slowed down a bit, which could be good, right? Bitter says my online signal is bad. I feel bad for anyone who plays with me. You can hook up Ethernet, right? You can hook up Ethernet, like network cable, for your Switch, yeah? You can get an adapter, right, that you plug into your Switch, and then you plug a network cable into it. So, Nazo and friends, yes, first time here. Oh, welcome. Thank you. Thank you, dude, for showing up. Family more important than stream, bro. Yeah, well, that's the thing, man. Like, you know, like, this is... I had, you know, that's the stuff that matters. Like, you guys matter, but you guys also had family, like, you guys also have families too, you know. And if you guys were streaming or doing videos and you're like, yeah, I want to play this with my kids, do it. 100%, right? They're gonna remember that forever, you know. Bitter says my main in this game comes out will be Havoc. He looks so good. Yeah, so I'm gonna be, there's gonna be a few mains, I think, for me. Definitely the first character I will pick will be Scorpion. What they did to Scorpion in MK11 is the equivalent of putting your balls between two bricks and smashing them. Right? Like, who thought that was a good idea? Making his harpoon an auto attack. Right? The fact that it isn't, I'm excited. So I'm going to be choosing him first. And just jumping straight into a tower. Maybe on the hardest. You know. Have the game beat the shit out of me. See how we go. Alright. JBL says if they do that, they kind of defeats the purpose of the cameo. It's just call it tag team like an MK9. Well, no, actually, I don't think it defeats the purpose. What it does is it actually gets people more excited. It means that we get to have essentially like, all right, so obviously you're not going to get tagged, right? But if you know that it doesn't matter which roster you choose, like, you know, you've got full choice, I think that's going to go over a lot better with people long term, right? As soon as they make a cameo fighter playable as main, the floodgates are going to open. I don't think NRS and Ed Boon have any idea how bad it's going to get. As soon as people see, I just spat everywhere, right? As soon as people see that you can take a cameo fighter and make them playable, people are going to sit there and go, what about him? What about her? What are you doing? Like, come on, let's do this, right? So, anyway, goddamn hair on my mouth. So after Scorpion, definitely Reiko, definitely Havoc, you know. I'm actually very excited about this roster. I think top to bottom, it's pretty good. Except for Garrus, I don't give a crap about him, right? But he might be different. He might be alright. Now, look at the fucking hair in my mouth. Right. So if that's true about the Dragon Crystals being used as a currency to unlock the new seasons, that would be interesting. Now the first question is Scorpion's season going to be available day 1 on the 14th, or is it coming in on the 19th? Secondly, if it doesn't come in on either of those days, are they going to give us a week or two to get used to the game and then unlock it? And by doing so, that's when they have the currency to then use that currency to unlock. Which could be the reason why in the premium pre-orders, we get the Dragon Crystals, because it's enough to cover the cost. Now, essentially these seasons are season passes, right? They're battle passes. It's the way they're doing it, right? They'll bring in, but they're doing it in a good way in the sense of that, well, sort of. I mean, they're going, okay, well, here's storyline, you know, here's some more exposition about characters. That's pretty exciting. It'll also come with a whole bunch of stuff that you can work towards to unlock. I would, though, like, right, that if you pay for a season, the season remains. Okay? It might get swapped out for a new season, right? But the season remains somewhere on your account that you're allowed to then just, you know, play through at your leisure. You know, right? Because I think that if they take them out and people pay money, it's going to annoy people. It already annoys people, right? When you know, when people pay for, you know, limited time content, and then life happens and they miss out, right? So Ringy says the Dragon Crystal's the currency for a battle pass is progression invasion. Yeah, so the other thing too, so again, we haven't seen the full workup of this, right? Leveling up the season, or whatever they'll call it, so you obviously level up invasion characters, right? I'm assuming that's account-wide, so that's, you know, that's just going to be, you know, how it is, right? So that could be separate to you leveling up the season pass that comes in, okay? That season pass, right? You could skip tiers like they do in other games. The Dragon Crystals could be money that you use to skip tiers. So if you don't have the time, you just pay money for a pack of crystals and you just go boom, and you essentially buy it out, right? Or you work through it at your leisure. I know when Overwatch 2 first came out, and the first sort of like season thing or whatever, they had the Genji cyber skin. That was the end game, and I wanted it so bad, right? And so I started calculating the amount of money it would cost to skip all those tiers, because, you know, I'm not exactly like, you know, top tier I can shoot, but you know, I thought, well, what if I can't get there to the end? Anyway, I did. I actually did. I actually didn't spend a cent. So I actually got there in the end through all those levels. So that was pretty cool. So it just depends on how much experience you gain, how many levels for this particular season as well. You know, they also have to factor in this other thing as well. Is a season at the end of Invasions after you've done everything else, or is a season to the side separate of it, like its own realm? We've seen pictures, and I'm going to show you guys some stuff in a minute. So, can you go just focus on the seasons, like the season that's available, like Scorpion's one, and ignore everything else? I'm assuming you can. Karabasan, yeah, I just opened up Discord now. I'm just having a looky now, man. Oh, thanks for the comments, dude. That's fantastic. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm just being me. That's it. So, I'm just trying to. So yeah, no, thank you for that, Karabasan. That's fantastic. I really do appreciate that. I do. Thank you so much. Apparently Halo Infinite's battle pass is like that. Apparently CODs is like that as well. So yeah, they need to do that. Like, you know, I'm all for having these different seasons and stuff. I'm really liking the idea of Invasions. But let people come back to it. If life happens, right? Let people come back to it and complete it in their own time, right? If they've got access to it, let them keep it. Okay? I think so. I think they should just do it in general, you know, because what that does is that opens up more and more content for Invasions, because they know people will finish the story. If it's a great story, you might play through it a couple of times. They know the towers are going to get old, right? By the way, tip, if you want to get good at any sort of game, any fighting game, I guess it applies in general. But for me, for a fighting game, if you want to go, okay, yep, I need to get better at this, right? One of the things I have a problem with the whole labbing crap is that the computer just stands there. I know you can set it so that the computer can fight back, but I like the idea that when you're fighting against the computer in an arcade mode or a tower, they will beat you, right? So if you put it on like a difficulty that's challenging or even like the hardest, you know, and you are literally fighting for your life, I think that's how we used to do it, right? I know I talk a lot about scrapping, but that's what we used to do. We had to learn how to beat the computer. There was no training mode, there was no dojo, there was no tutorial. We had to just put the computer on the hardest difficulty, right? And just let it beat the crap out of you. Because eventually you're going to start to learn patterns, right? What the other side of the coin, what they're going to do, is they're going to watch the patterns that the computer uses and try and mimic them. And that's where they fall down. Because then you've trained yourself to beat these patterns that the other side are mimicking, thinking that that's how they're going to beat you. But if you know how to beat all their patterns and switch it up, then you got a much better chance. I'm not saying I'm the greatest. I'm just saying this is how I fight. Whether I win or lose, I always approach it with this mentality. So Kombat cast was so far decent, but September 1st, and we only got like, I thought they would show a trailer this weekend, because isn't PAX West on this weekend? Isn't PAX West on? Now, going back to my theory in one of my videos, I mean, if Natara, you know, heard those rumors about Megan Fox voicing or playing Natara? If that's true, that's huge. And I can see why they'd leave it till the end, because that would be a bombshell, right? That would be an absolute bomb, like, God, blam, like, wow, you know. Crushing Bro says if it's going to be like Combat League and that it will rotate, then it will be a huge turn off. Yeah, Hopefully they won't. See, Combat League was bad because if you weren't good at fighting games, you'd miss out on awesome skins. Thankfully on PCs there's ways around that. There's ways around that, boys and girls, right? So I think they realized that people want single player stuff. Nobody cares about earning that crap online. Winning is enough online. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's enough for me. I don't need to get a special outfit or whatever. Maybe a title, and you know, you unlock backgrounds and avatars and stuff perhaps, but I think they've realized that, yeah, no, we you know, people are going to get really annoyed if you have something really cool and it's locked to an online only mode, right? So Sib Studios says, I absolutely agree. I learned to beat MK2 by getting my ass handed to me over and over. Yeah, there's two difficulties in MK2. There's the one where half of the characters, where as soon as the hardest difficulty kicks in, you jump back and they jump forward and then you can kick their ass. The other difficulty is the other half of characters, where you literally have to time it. So when they walk in, there's a couple of things you can do. Either sweep, roundhouse kick, high kick. You got to be so ninja-like to nail an uppercut. And that's the only way to beat them. Because I try and find the base mode to beat the computer, right? Every time in an MK game. It's like there's always a base way to beat the computer. In MK1, it was jump back, jump forward, kick. Jump back, jump forward, kick. Right? In MK2, just like I explained. In MK3, as soon as the hardest difficulty kicks in, they run in. Roundhouse. And then sweep. The sweep makes the computer jump back, so it gives you distance, and then they run in again. Roundhouse. Sweep. Jump back. Run in. Roundhouse. Right? In Ultimate MK3 and Trilogy, they modified it so that you can literally mirror each other. If you walk forward, they walk back. If you walk back, they walk forward. And you can do this, right? So then what you have to do is you have to fake the computer to do something to attack you. You jump back, you do a kick, and then they react to it, but you usually can block it or duck it, and then they'll run in, and then you do an uppercut. Then do a sweep, they jump back, run in, uppercut. Sweep, they jump back, you know, so on and so forth. Christian John Sanders says Christ is king, from another Christian called Christian. God bless you, brother. He is king, right? Not King Jared, King Christ. Could you imagine, right? Imagine somebody had the balls to make a fighting game on Christianity. King Christ, like, you know. And like you can't do like fatalities and stuff, right? And then like Jesus has, you know, when you defeat him, he just rises again. he just gets back up, you know. That'd be funny. That'd be funny, right? But it says, Fate, I didn't know you were a Christian. I've been getting into religion. It's good to meet another fellow Christian. Just got myself a Bible. Excellent. Now, I've got a few Bibles, but where I find it easier to read is on my phone. I'll show you the app that I use, actually. I've got the King James Bible. This one. It's a bit blurry, right? Because you can, you know, obviously you can bookmark and stuff like that. So I do that, and then I downloaded what do you call it? A Book of Enoch as well. So because what I do, like I lie in bed and in the dark, you know, I don't put the lamp on like I used to anymore, you know, but I want to read it. So I actually find personally it's easier for me to read that way. So yeah, you had to cheese the. Toby says, yeah, you had to cheese the old MK games to beat them. Yeah, that's right. Because basically, and Total MK was saying this the other week. Those games were made to eat your quarters. They were designed to kick your ass and take your money. It was robbery. It was digital robbery, you know. Yeah, I got the Lord's Prayer there, right? I got the ring. And I've got Jesus on there. This thing came all the way from France, right? It only cost like $50, but like I'd seen this like ages ago, right? And I thought it was, somebody said they sold it in Australia, so I got it, and it wasn't it. They were lying on eBay, and so you know, they refunded and then blocked me, and then I did a search for their location. And you know where I found it on Google Maps? It was literally some shed. Right? So they're full of crap. Anyway, a couple of years later, I found it again. And it was from France. I'm like, oh, okay, so, you know. The French, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to screw me, right? So anyway, so it took about a month, I think, to get here. But I love it. But see, all my jewelry is all steel, like stainless steel, because I never take it off, right? But I also didn't want silver, because you know how silver you get like all the green crap when you sweat, and then it bends. You know, this stuff will outlast religion. So that's why I always go stainless steel with my rings and my bracelets. So. Jim Carrey says Netflix and chill stream. I know. Well, I was going to show some stuff in a sec, so we're getting there. I'm going to put the fan on. God, I'm starting to feel warm. Travis says, I hope they make a 1v1 system. Yeah, I hope so too, man. I really hope they do, you know. But at the same time, as soon as they do that, they will have every metric under the sun, because everyone's going to jump into just 1v1. And then their cameo system will just get completely ignored. They put themselves in a box. So, you know. Crow says, Retro, someone have the information about Tekken 8 that will be costing $70. Okay. It's a brand new game, you know. Christian says, Fate, do you think Megan Fox playing the Tara will mean there's a way bigger chance she'll actually look very feminine and stuff? Considering they really wouldn't want to portray Megan to not... Yeah, so that's the thing, right? So, if you're going to take a famous person, you can't mess that up, right? It could very well be the reason why. You think Natara, right? Like, everyone likes Natara. Like, you know, she's hot, she's a vampire, she's good at sucking. What's not to love, right? But why wait till now? Over, you know, like why leave her till last? Now, we've seen leaked footage of Reiko, and Reiko looks badass. Like, Reiko looks amazing, right? So I'm very excited about that. So yeah, I'm it's going to be interesting. And then, of course, we'll probably get probably the last remaining cameos show up as well. The only thing is, like, Megan Fox and her boyfriend apparently, like, drank each other's blood. She's probably, like... It's probably, like, a drop. Who knows, right? Who knows? But we'll see. But I tell you what, that will be a big one. Just like I did my video talking about, like, Dave Bautista being Onaga. I reckon he could nail it. And it makes a lot of sense. They got him in the trailer, and then they do like an after sort of, you know, behind the scenes thing with him, kind of. Oh, you got to run Hollow? Okay, thanks for stopping in, dude. I appreciate that, man. So yeah, like, you know. Apparently, Tekken 8 is Bandai Namco's first $70 game. Well, it depends, you know. But I think Tekken 8 is going to be worth it, so. Megan Fox looks weird lately, yeah. Pro tip, right? So, there's a lot of women, they get to my age, so I'm 45. A lot of women, they get to my age, and then they go into like this whole fitness phase. So they slim down, got like a hot body from the neck down. Well, what they don't realize is that when you slim down that much, you lose weight in your face, right? You start to look really gaunt. So these women, yeah, they're hot from the neck down, but from the neck up, they look older. You know, so you know, they go nuts because and like everyone goes through it. Everyone has the midlife crisis, right? But the reality is though, is that you can't stop it. Just as long as you take care of yourself, you don't have to go nuts. You don't have to go to the gym. I lost 6 kilos by doing nothing. I just cut back on what I ate, right? That's it. It's not hard, you know. You just, if you're conscious of what you take in, the calorie count, it's not hard, right? Do you know that you burn 2,000 calories a day just by sitting around, right? But if you eat more than 2,000 calories, okay, so especially for us men, right? So our maintenance calories a day is at least 2,000, 2,500 or something like that, right? If you do exercise, it's way more than that. So if you sit around every day, you burn 2,000 calories. That's a fact, okay? I think it's like 100. It's 100 calories per hour. You think about it, people. Look at people when they lose weight in the hospital. They're lying in a bed. You know, when they get sick and they're in hospital for ages. I don't mean like dying. I mean just in general, right? They lose weight. They're not exercising. You know. So yeah. So anyway, so if you eat, if you're conscious of the calories that you have, right, and you eat less than the maintenance dose, so about 2,000 a day, right, to keep you at the level weight, you'll start to lose weight. It takes about 3 or 4 weeks before it kicks in, right? There's intermittent fasting to lose weight. So I thought that originally, but I don't support intermittent fasting, because the problem is though, is that your gallbladder, right, which produces bile to break down food, if you intermittent fast for like ages, then that slows down and it can cause, like, you know, gallstones, right? It's literally just best to just, if you eat, just be conscious of what you're having, right? You know, so I might eat maybe probably under 1,000 calories a day, but it's what you eat. It's you know, the nutrition of it. But I don't eat like for 4 hours and then just starve myself for 20 or 16 or 12, right? Because when you sleep, you're not eating, right? Right. So if you sleep anywhere between 5 to 7, 8 hours, give or take, depending on your age. Young people sleep longer. Older people, we don't need as much sleep, but that's still a chunk of time that you're not eating, right? And then if you wake up and you go, right, well, I've been asleep for 5 hours, so I'm gonna not eat for another 11. No, it's better just to eat normally. You know, if you want breakfast, have breakfast, but be conscious of what you're having, right? So like you might have like a couple of pieces of toast, you know, so that's probably like 100 calories, you know, total or something like that, you know, but you'll feel full, you know. If you, I don't know, like oh, what do I have? Like I like eating Milo, right? So if I have 4 heaped teaspoons of Milo, which is good for you as well, you know, I usually have that as a breakfast. I think that's about, what is it, 77, 28. So it's probably just over 300 calories, right? Just for Milo, just for 4 heaped teaspoons of that chocolate drink. So it's not hard. So if you, there's an app you can get called Calorie King, or you can Google it. You just type in what you're interested in eating, and then, you know, right, it tells you how many there are. Because if you're say overweight and you want to lose weight, right, then you've got to eat less calories. Your body will literally do it for you. Okay, I lost 6 kilos, dudes. From I didn't exercise, right? I'll go to the shop every day, you know, and that's just, you burn 2,000 calories just sitting on your ass. So when you get up and move around, go to the shop, walk out to the car, drive to the shop, get out of the car, walk into the shop, do stuff, blah 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 blah, walk back to the car, right? So that's even more, right? Some of you people out there have sex. Throw that in there as well. You really don't have to do it. If you want to get bulky and stuff, yeah, sure, go to the gym. Personally, I like being slim. I don't care about muscle, right? Like, because then one day I'm gonna look like these muscle dudes. You know, they're in the 70s and 80s and 60s, and they look horrible because everything just flops. I'd much rather just stay slim, you know. And yeah, but it takes about 3 or 4 weeks for your body to kick in to start doing that. And the fat that it takes first is the fat around your organs. So, like, it's the fat that you can't see, right? And that'll start to get taken away, you know? It's a process. If you get hungry, have something that's very low in calories, you know? Or have a cup of tea or a coffee, right? Stuff like that, you know? When you feel hungry, have water. It fills you up, you know? But I personally, after reading a lot of stuff, I don't support intermittent fasting, right? Because that can cause other problems. So yeah, you lose the weight, but then you might end up with gallstones. So you need, like, the body's designed to eat food regularly. So give it the food, you know, which keeps your gallbladder throwing bile at it, so it doesn't, like, clog up and create gallstones. But make sure you're careful, right? I used to eat like a block of chocolate a day. A block of chocolate a day is like almost 1,000 calories, right? And then you add in like 2 or 3 meals, and then other snacks, and then you go, oh, well, I'm not really eating much. Why am I not losing weight? Yeah, but it's how much is in the stuff. You'd be surprised, man. Right? You'd be surprised. Anyway, that's dieting with fate. There you go. Minty says at least MK1 PC you'll get mods. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Look, I'll tell you what. There's people on PC. They're gonna take the cameos and they're gonna put them in the main roster that we can choose. And then people like me are gonna do videos about it and be like, yeah, we can use Serena as main. What's going to be really interesting is that when they dive into the data mining of this game, that the cameos might actually have full move sets and everything, but they're locked up, right? So you open up Serena's file or whatever, and you can see that she's got full combos, you know, even more fatalities, brutalities, everything, but they're actually locked out for the cameos. So Josiah says, I'm 15, I go to sleep at like 10 p.m, wake up at 7, so I burn a few calories. Oh yeah, it's a long time, man. To be able to sleep those hours again. But, you know, like, at the end of the day, like, you know, Serena is the hottest goth, yeah, but Natara could take that place, depending on how they do her. Not take that place, but add another goth chick to the pile. The more goth, the better. Bitter says, Fate, how would it feel to be able to annihilate Kombat Kids YouTubers online if you encounter them? It must feel good to beat one of them. It's inevitable. Well, I mean, look, I have to be humble, man. Like, I can't just assume I'll beat them. Right? They could be really good. They could be really great at playing Mortal Kombat. You know? So, yeah, I mean, look, you beat someone. It's always cool when you beat someone because that's the purpose. Like, that's why we play shooters and racing games and fighting games. We're there to best the other person in skill, right? But beating me doesn't change the fact of what they do with their channel, right? They go, oh, I beat the guy that gives me crap about what I do. It's like, yeah, but you're still a shill, man, right? You know, I don't care if I win or lose. I just want to have fun. I want to have fun, you know, in a Mortal Kombat fighting game for the first time since MK9. That's what I want. So, NMC says, will you get mods on PC? Isn't MK always online? So generally the mods would be offline. You wouldn't use them online. You know, there'd be no way to use them online. So, Minzy says MK, and Natara will be MK11 Shiva. Yeah, Don't curse it, man. I hope not. Really hope not. So, that video I did on the AI one, because I did a big rant tonight. That AI one got shared, I think, on the... I checked the MK1 message board. It got shared there. And then somebody mentioned it was on Mortal Kombat Reddit or something. I didn't make the content. I didn't make the AI. I credited the dude that did it. I'm just saying, well, yeah, it looks hotter. You know. What's with the Dragon Crystal meth? Ed Boon, cricket noises, yeah. Dude, look, that's what I'm saying, dude. You got all of these massive YouTubers. You got Super, you got Losty Girl, you got Brisk Walk, whatever his name is, Diane, you know, Kabusi, Ketchup and Mustard. You know, you got all these guys with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You know, how invested in Mortal Kombat are they really? Right? I like to know everything from the top down. I want to know what I'm getting. And not a single one of them has said to Ed Boon, including, what's his name? Is it Brian Tong or something? Look, they all seem nice people. But ask the hard questions, man. Like, what is this currency for? It's on the pre-order page. It's on the pre-order page. Right? Bitter says we're getting skins. I want a Kano to have an Arnold skin. Oh yeah, that could work. Isaiah says it's been 4 months since they revealed MK1. Then they reveal Invasions, where you can earn and unlock certain character skins and brutalities. So what is the point of Dragon Crystals? So earlier, was it Minzy? Was it you who said it? Somebody said it. Anyway, I'm still recovering from sickness. Give me a break. Was said basically the seasons will be... that's what the Dragon Crystals will be for. To gain access to those seasons. Right? Now, it also could be used that in those seasons, you could skip levels as well, and that's what they use it for. A lot of games do it. I'm not against it. You know, some people have the time, some people don't. But I would like to think, hopefully, that at the very least, they don't make these seasons as in like temporary content. They move them into an archive that you can still play and unlock. And then the other one, like say a Sub-Zero season or an Antara season's present day, you know, that's the main focus, but you can still do the other ones. So we just have to wait and see. But I am worried. Bitter says my gym is outside. I did my jump ropes and paces. Jump rope, that's all you need. Be sore for a week. Yeah, that's true, man. You look at Japan. Japan does not have a gym culture. And yet they're the fittest and healthiest in the entire world. Why is that? Because they eat well, they move around, and that's it. Right? Gym culture, I think, is just another way to, you know, get money out of people and tell them, like, yeah, like, you can achieve results. Sure. If you want to look a certain way, sure. But, man, like, I lost 6 kilos in just over 2 months. Hello? At 45 years old. I'm telling you, anyone can do it. It's literally just listen, man. Like, okay, so for the believers out there, you know, God, you know, our bodies are perfect. Like, they're designed perfectly. You think of the intricacy, the way that our body is. It's perfect. Everything's got its function, including managing your weight. You stop giving it certain things, your body will reduce itself down. So half of them don't know S about midway era MK. Yeah, I know. I know. So Toby said someone also made a YouTube reaction video. People are butthurt about that AI video. Oh, did they really? Oh, I don't know. In my account on YouTube, I can actually search people that have used my content. It's really weird. I don't know half the crap that goes on my YouTube channel. Like, in the inner workings, you know? I don't know. But I noticed that the other week. I'm like, that's really interesting. So it was really interesting. People coming in going, oh, you just like, yeah, you just want these girls to be white. And it's like, do your eyes not work? They're literally like, you know, Latino looking to Lisa Soto. Like, they don't look white, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. This is, I think, the problem with NetherRealm as well, is that they have basically tried to use Outworld as like the multicultural hub of Earthrealm. Earthrealm is Earthrealm. Outworld is Outworld. They don't have Asians or Latino people or anything like that. They don't have those races because it's an alien bloody realm. But this is the problem, is that they've gone, well, we're just going to Wakanda it. It's like, really? You know, you couldn't be more inventive than that? So anyway, let's have a look. Anyway, so let's some gas bagging from me. So this is I've got a couple of Twitter pages open just because they cover a lot of content. These guys, this is the Realm cast. They do a really great Realm cast, combat cast. Katana from the movie wasn't even white, so I don't get how you're being a racist. Yeah, I know, dude. That's the weird part. People just write crap and then leave. It's like, fine, you know, be stupid. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But I know what I said, so you know. So this is their Twitter page, Realmcast at Realmcast. Go check them out. But I wanted to show you, because there's some really nice pictures that they posted of invasion mode. And it is beautiful. It is very serene. It is beautiful. Right? Halcyon says, I learned through practice mode. I learned the moves that are plus and negative on block, and then I learned combos and helps online. Okay. Everyone's got their way. If that works for you, man, that's all that matters. You know? That's all that matters, dude. So this is, I'm assuming this is Feng Jian Village. If they call it that in game, I don't know, but like, you know, it is where it is, right? Obviously using Sub-Zero for this particular run through or whatever. It looks great. It looks beautiful. Surprised we didn't Kombat cast this week. Yeah, I know. Again, I thought PAX West was on. Let me check. PAX West. When's it start? Oh, Reggie's gonna be there. Reggie from old Nintendo. The show hours. Right? September 1st. So, right now, 10 AM. I was actually gonna, like, hang on. Let's see if it's streaming somewhere. No. Let's check Twitch. There's literally a show on right now, a gaming show, right? Yeah, there's like, oh, okay. This is the main theater. So it's on, like, I thought like they would have announced, like, because it's the last kind of like big, you know, game show, I think, before before the release. It's literally called Video Game Exhibition. These clowns. It's I think it started streaming 10 minutes ago. So 10 a.m. I think it's 4 a.m. Right. Oh, let me see if I can pull it up on the screen, because like this is ridiculous, dude. Right. I just want to see, did I make a Twitch? I did make a Twitch filter. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go. I just want to see if I can get this, because you know, like in what? Yeah, there we go. I tell you what, man. What? How cool would that be? What are the odds if they actually did something? Right, look. So this is from Johnny Cage's mansion. But these are official press release images that they've gotten for MK1 mode. This looks great. This is the Outworld Celebration one. So that looks really cool, man. And you can see like here you got like the little icons on the ground. I'm just trying to see where it goes. It goes. So there's like one over here, here, one over here, I think, one there, one over there, one up there near a gate, one there. Yeah. That looks really good, eh? Here's some more. I'll be right back, guys. Hang on a sec. I have my Milo. That looks pretty good, huh? So this is obviously a living forest stage. I'm just trying to see if there's anything in here that we can see. Oh, check it out. There's a dude there. I'm just saying, because they're talking about schedule here, it's not a schedule. So if this kicks off at... If this kicks off in 11 minutes, because there's apparently some story time at 11 AM with Reggie from Nintendo. Because we're all waiting for that one, aren't we? Riveting stuff. Right. I just want to say, man. Right. Just want to see what happens. So. But yeah, so the invasion mode areas do look pretty nice. So. Unless my timing's off. Maybe it is. Turn this crap off. Just for the moment. There's the invasions mode thing again. The trailer that they brought out. Toby says, shame it's not an open map you can run around in. That was my first thought. But after sort of thinking about it for a bit, I can understand why they've done it this way. In essence, it allows them to actually add a lot of content. The stuff that we actually want to do. And get into. Like the mini games and stuff like that. Extra content, unlocking outfits, you know, gear pieces, all that sort of stuff. Adds a lot, and it's sort of like less effort. If they did it like a crypt mode, which would have looked badass, then they would have had to, like, you know, yeah, I don't know if they would have been able to do what they are doing with the seasons. So, just playing devil's advocate on that one. Tanya's face could be its own fatality. Tanya's face is actually what happens when Cabal takes his mask off in MK3 and screams. Right? That's the face. You know the one I'm talking about. It's not a bad stage. Jacob says, wondering how much grind there will be in Invasion, because it's RPG with improving stats. They can easily make OB opponents, but let players buy some boosters, which could be expensive or cost DK. So, we've seen stuff where you can, you know, I think either buy or make food. Right? So that's a thing in there. You can upgrade your amulet, talisman, or whatever it is. So, yeah, that's the thing. I hated that crap in the crypt. I never did it. I never cared about all of that sort of like augment stuff. You know, it was just garbage. And then doing that, you know, for like the single player, just even fighting, it's just crap. You know. So, now sticking in invasions, hopefully not to the degree that they did, could kind of work, but it depends what the grind is. Like, if you can't get past a certain stage unless you consume the bowl of noodles, but it's going to take a week to grind up that stuff for the bowl of noodles, that's going to be bad. Okay. And what? So this is interesting. In his biography, and this is what I don't understand, maybe it's just because I'm sick. He goes, Earthrealm hasn't been threatened in generations, and Sub-Zero sees no point in limiting his clan, remember that word, clan, as in group, to prepare for dangers, preparing for dangers that may never come. Under his leadership, the Lin Kuei will come out of the shadows and fight for its place as one of Earthrealm's greatest nations. So, are the Lin Kuei a clan, or are they actually going to have their own nation in Earthrealm, like their own country? So this is the official Mortal Kombat Twitter page. Let's see what's on here. Oh, here we go. They've just dropped the Goro one. Okay. He's offensive. Of course he's offensive. He's Goro. Well-rounded mix-ups. Now, look at the graphic, right? You know how I said that, like, what if the Dragon King had seeded like humans, and then the humans gave birth to these hybrids, right? You can see the scales, the teeth, the eyes, kind of. Bitter says, I hope you can unlock like gear for your character. Like you meet with the collector. You give you items for your for like Johnny for like new sunglasses and change the color of his shirt. Yeah, I think like changing an iconic piece of the character works better, right? Rather than, you know, changing all these pieces, you know, and having this hodgepodge. Goro's head is too wide, looks like it's photoshopped. Yeah, it's pretty big, eh? This Goro render looks kind of different from the in-game model. That's true, man. I wonder if they've changed him. I wonder if the early version of Goro that we've seen has actually been changed to resembling this. Remember how I did the video saying he's brown? He's actually got like lighter shades as well. He looks like an angry baby. He's like, wah! Fate says, do you think we'll get an on-off mode? Like you can toggle do want to have mask on or off character? Same with the hats. I don't know, that'd be kind of nice. Yeah. That wouldn't be too bad. It gets around you having to have an unmasked headpiece and then a masked headpiece. So, that could work. Am I doing the search, Travis, in Twitch? Oh, they got Reggie. They got Reggie on now. I always liked Reggie from Nintendo. I thought he was pretty cool. He's just a dad. Yeah. I think they made a big mistake with Ashra designed to a degree, a small degree, and that problem is where they position her, where she holds her Chris. She holds it like kind of like here, right? Now, unless they gave her like a little hat. If she had a big size hat, it would definitely be in the way, right? Toby says, I ain't feeling rain in this game, man. Sorry, yeah. They'll have his classic ninja outfit. I'm very curious about his special moves, though. Yeah. Nothing. Oh, and the tea. Yeah, the tea house looks good. It's probably one of my favorite stages. Looks good, both day and night. Tell you what, the art department is really, apart from the faces, the stages. I think the art stages is really carrying the game. So. Yeah, I spun out seeing Primal Rage for that as well. Who owns the rights to Primal Rage? I'm surprised that was there. Well, see, his wizard stick could get changed. That could be the component of Rain that actually has different pieces for. When you think, so again, devil's advocate here, when you think about Rain, yeah, he started off as a ninja, but he was an Outworlder, and technically, would they really have ninjas in Outworld? The damn staff, you know. He wants his wang out. Jorg says Fate Underdog admitted it being a shill in his latest video. Did he really? He's probably like laughing it off. Did he laugh it off? He's like, yeah, everyone calls me a shill, ha ha ha, you know. But yeah. If they put the amount of effort into detailing these stages like they do the women's faces, everything would be great. Do some Googling. Okay, here we go. I mean, yeah, like, see, they didn't announce the Geras trailer, like, on Twitter until only a few hours before, somebody said. So, it may show up. Zach, not Kyle, made a hit piece on you. I don't even know who that is. Eric says invasion mode seems kind of repetitive to me. At least with Deception there was exploration, not linear. Have to wait and see, I guess. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, man, like how it plays out, you know. It could be really good, you know what I mean? Like you know, if you just get like tiny little pieces of gear, but mostly it's about unlocking outfits and cameos and stuff like that, it could be really awesome. So invasion mode, in the fact that it's so simplistic, allows them to add a lot of content very easily, right? They just make the board, you know, point, you know, make it look really beautiful like we've seen. And then they just add in all the content. I mean, that's, you know, they've got a really good opportunity here to really expand on that. That's what kind of excites me. How you going, DJ? How you going, man? Jorg says, Fate, are you going to play with your viewers? So, I talked about this earlier. I'm going to play story mode with my son, because we had a ball watching the 17 minutes. I will stream the story mode, but that'll be after we finished it, right? So, that'll be just great to be able to play with him. We'll take turns and, you know, stuff like that. But I will do a lot of streaming of it anyway, of all of it. A lot of coverage. It is very exciting. So, I wasn't overly hyped about MK10. Wasn't overly hyped about MK11 at all. But this one, yeah, I am feeling it. It's in me jimmies. I'd rather have this than MK11 boring towers of time. Yeah, I hated that crap. Yeah. That's what I mean then. They've taken all of that and put it into invasion mode. Far better. Far better. Far better concept. 100%. Hope they do put the effort into it and not just drop it after 6 months release. Well, that's the thing, dude. It's not hard for them to make costumes. It's not hard for them to make the board pieces. You know, they can make money from it, all that sort of stuff, as well as combat packs. So it looks like they might be looking at a couple of avenues of revenue coming in. Right? As long as there's good enough content to worth spending your time to unlock, then the game should technically have long legs. Right? Now, I don't mind if they want to have the little assist system, as long as we end up with every character playable by the end of it. You know? And I think, like I was saying earlier, I was saying earlier that, like, you know, that's good. You know, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah. I just, like, yeah, the fact that, you know, when people start realizing that a cameo fighter can be made playable, that's when it's going to become a problem. People are going to be asking and harassing Ed Boon and NetherRealm constantly. How you going, Sonic Boom? I wonder if you can play these old Midway games like Primal Rage and Rampage. Oh, so it was Midway. Was Primal Rage Midway? Was it really? Such a great game. I got the prototype for number 2. So... You see all the baby Groots as well in the Living Forest stage. I'm just curious why they don't roar. Does anyone know why the trees don't roar? Oh. Yeah, again, you know, nothing personal against these people. This Laura chick and other females on here, like, they sit there and just drool over all these dudes, and then probably turn around and go, "How dare you want your men? How dare you want your women to look like Barbie dolls?" I'm just saying, man. All right, like, can we have the standard both ways, please? Anyway, so somebody, they said, what was it? So I was looking through the Xbox store to re-download MK10 for fun before MK1 came out, and I noticed an add-on of Shang Tsung for MK1 with a new render of him. So there we go. Right. DJ says, what background music do you always use? I like all of them. It's just all, there's a link in the description. If you go to it and search under Synthwave, it's just a whole collection of copyright-free synthwave tracks. So I love synthwave. It's my favorite music. Love it. So Prime Rage was on the Midway Arcade Hits 2 on Xbox. Was it really? Ooh. Was it on the PS2 version as well? I'll have to check. Hang on a sec. What'd you say? They say they forget men can't have as fun. Well, that's what I mean, dude. Right? Because there's the whole R word. Oh well, men can do the. I mean, I know women can as well, and they can, right? But like, because men do the R a lot more than what women do, then they tie that into like, oh well, if a man's sitting there oogling you, you know, then he wants to do the R, and it's like, Toby said the trees don't roar. Distracting for pro players. Yeah, I said that too. That's going to be so lame if that's the reason, you know. Now, I was correct to a degree with his weapons. I don't know if they're going to slide down or they'll flip. I'm hoping they'll kind of flip over, right? And it looks like they do, because if you look at his other arm, the blades are back, like the one he's got behind his back. The blades are coming up, right? So he's out of the way. So it might scare the soy boys and make them cry. Yeah, I know. Young OG 84. As long as we can unlock our fatality and brutality without too much trouble, I'm good. Yeah, same. As long as it's not a pest. You know, I don't want the game to be a pest, right? Just make it fun. Just make it fun and easy. And that when you unlock something, it feels good. You're like, yeah, man, that was awesome. Like, that'd be really cool. When I was little, I used to have hair like Losties. Like, when I was a little boy, I used to have, like, big afro, like, curly hair. Look at Shang Tsung, look how, like, that face, man, he's loopy. I got a video on that. Anyway, what was I looking at? Oh, yeah. But yeah, Shang looks good, so. See if there's anything else that's dropped. I don't know if we're getting anything in this at this event, boy. So this is Shang Tsung's lab. It's got the pyramid in the back. We talked about that before. Got a. It looks like there's like some sort of like telescope or something up here as well. How you going, Linky? Linky? However you say it. How you going, man? Let's see what the thingy's up to. He always posts good stuff. Kyle says, do you think we'll get another character reveal before the game comes out? I hope so. They're on track to. I thought there'd be something at this PAX, but there's like literally like mum's the word on it. It's weird. You know? It'd be nice. It'd be nice if we do, but there's been nothing. And I don't know why. Unless they're going to announce something later today and say, yeah, tomorrow. You know, there might be something. Get all Shangers back up. There we go. Do you think we're getting a 24 character? Yeah, well, yeah, of course. There's 24 slots. Am I missing something here? There's literally 24 slots. How can we not get a 24 slot character? Am I missing something? And the second question is, does Shang Tsung take up that one of those slots? Is he accountable for that? Or is he going to be like kind of stuck in the middle and then that separates them out? Because you got to remember that like as soon as they start bringing out the DLC characters, which isn't too long after release, they're going to have to expand the character slots anyway. Natara, Reiko, and one slot left. Okay. It's not going to be Chronica, dude. Don't traumatize me with that nightmare fuel. Don't do that. I'll be terribly vexed if you do that to me. I will get a chronic itch for the rest of my days. We haven't heard. Young OG says, I hope assuming Forest will have a stage fatality. Well, we haven't even heard anything about anything interactable with the backgrounds. But again, you know what? I don't mind if it's secret. That would be cool. You go through invasions and suddenly you unlock stage fatality for the Living Forest and you're like, what? That would be amazing. That'd be so cool. Does anyone? Oh god, hang on. Is there like an updated like release of the characters that I can look at, but done on the character select screen? Is there like a? Can somebody share it in the Discord? Is that possible, dude? And then I'll open it up. Hope it's Jade. No, I wouldn't care if it was Jade. Just you know, don't make her look like a man. Right. And you know what? The more I think about it, the fact that Tanya was actually modeled after like the actress that like modeled for her, and she was Latino with the dark skin and stuff. Yeah, it kind of bugs me a bit, but whatever, right? You know what NetherRealm's like, all about that woke. So, yeah, if somebody has, you know, because you know how people have done like the updated thing. Aaron Black for MK1. Yeah, but instead of a gun, he has a slingshot. Back then we had to unlock fighters, yeah. If somebody has somebody got access to like an updated roster leak? Sorry, like so it's all on the character selection. I know YouTubers have covered it. Didn't Dynasty do one? Diane, didn't he do one? We are literally like okay, for me, like the game is literally like 2 weeks away. If like less than 2 weeks actually now. To get released. That's crazy. You got one? DJ? Have you got one? Can you post it into the Mortal Kombat Discord in a Mortal Kombat part in the Discord, please, brother? I want to open it up on screen so we can dissect. Right. Can't do that too much. I feels like my head's kind of doing this a little bit. Who would you like to see as a guest cameo? I don't know, man. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, brother. Okay. Thank you, dude. All right, now I'm going to open this up. Turn that off for now. If you pre-order, you get it on the 14th, right? Yes. Yeah, I pre-ordered it literally tonight. So, yeah. Early access is the 14th. It'll be the 15th for me. Right, so on the 15th, it'll be that. As far as guest character, I don't know, man. I'm so against guest characters. I really am. Like the guest character would have to fit. Like, it would, you know, the guest character would unequivocally have to fit, like, Mortal Kombat lore. You know what I mean? Move my noggin there. Oh, and actually, I know what to do. Hang on. I'll put that there. And I'll make the image full screen. There we go. There we go. So you can still look at my beautiful face right there in the middle. I am the 24th character. Well, I'm still getting crybabies all over my videos. God, this is funny. Alright, so, this is a solid roster, man, right? You know when you do a real perfect poo? You know you do like it's a real good poo? That's what it's like. You look around, you're like, damn. I'm proud of that. I think I might send that to school. Get an education. Anyway, so we need to not worry about the guest characters on the far right and the far left. We need to not take them into account. because the original character roster releases so far, right? They did Predator Perfect and MK8. Okay, so it's not the fact that the guest characters they haven't done well authentically. What I think though is that they should make a game where they put all the guest characters in. Right? Predator versus RoboCop, Terminator versus Alien. Have them all in their own game, dude. Like Terradrome. Don't put them in Mortal Kombat. They don't suit Mortal Kombat. They know how to play, they know how to create the characters and do them well, but put them in their own horror fighting game. That would be awesome, dude. I'd be so down for that. It'd be nuts, right? I don't want Injustice 3. No one gives a crap about superheroes anymore. But a horror fighting game? Dude, like I'm not a big fan of horror movies. I don't care for them. But I know who the horror characters are, right? You put them all in a fighting game? Dude, that stuff's gonna sell, man. Dude, it would sell, right? I'd be running around as the ring bitch. You know, I'd be throwing TVs at people, you know? Alright, so let's look at this roster, right? So, forget the side characters. There's 24, right? 3 lots of 8. 3 8s are 24, okay? Now, we have 2 slots technically left. Yes. Although we have not had confirmation on Reiko and Natara, but we're going to go with the assumption that that is the case. Right? So that leaves 2 slots left. Is this updated? It is updated, yeah. So that means that so that's inclusive of so that's inclusive of Reiko and Natara, so that leaves 2 slots. Shang is out of the box, right? Now, one theory that somebody said was apparently Shang Tsung was going to be stuck in the middle and they'd be separated out that way, right? That'd be kind of cool. That'd look cool, right? The Thinny confirmed that one of the slots is actually Shang. Well, that kind of makes sense, which leaves technically 1 slot left. There's no way they're going to make that a random character select slot. That's just stupid. You can literally just hold down select and press start or something to do it, or whatever weirdness, right? You wouldn't waste an entire slot. It'd look weird, right? So what I think is, yeah, there's definitely going to be a 24th character. There's definitely going to be a 24th character. It just depends who it is. Right? And since it would be the last character, it's gonna have to be a big one. You know what's gonna happen? They'll probably release the game and not even tell anyone. It's gonna be the secret. Right? So we may not even know. But we got some real heavy hitters in here, man. Batista is the 24th character, yeah. So, okay, Shang Tsung is technically base roster. You just gotta either pre-order him or pay for him later, right? He's gonna be kind of like, yeah, he's gonna be kind of like what they did with Goro. You know, you're not gonna be able to select him, but he'll be there, right? That's what they're gonna do, right? I don't think they're gonna have him off separate. Okay. Now, I think, so from a marketing perspective, right? I think of stuff like this. They could support this game till the end of time. Just keep releasing more and more Mortal Kombat characters. I'll keep buying them. It'd be awesome, right? I'll forgive all the crap with the game as long as they do that, right? They could literally turn this into the next Armageddon 2.0. As far as like bringing out content like, you know, packs, you could release the Black Dragon Special Forces pack, which comes with Sonya, Jax, Kano, Movado, Cabal, right? Amazing. You know? You can do it. And you theme the packs like that. So I don't know. Your gut feeling is telling you it's a boss character? I don't want a boss character in the base. Not in the base. Not right now. Every single Mortal Kombat game that has done that has made my dick shrivel, right? They did it with MK4. Oh yeah, Movado's Red Dragon. Yeah, my bad. Okay. Alright, so... Okay, alright, so you could have Black Dragon versus Red Dragon. That'd be kind of cool. You know, black... The pack would be called Black X Red. Black Red. Black Red Dragon. Right? And you get characters from the Black and Red Dragon. That'd be awesome. I was watching Bloodsport tonight. And it's so funny how much is pulled from Bloodsport as well, because they mentioned that like the Underground Kumite was being hosted by the Black Dragon. It's so awesome, man. It really is. MK1, in some countries, MK1 comes out 1 week early. Yeah, dude, like the Mortal Kombat leaks, Mortal Kombat 1 leaks, Reddit is just gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up, man. No. Who could it be? Who could it be? I think it should be a female. Australia has both, dude. We're not backwards. Does Australia have Xbox? So we got everything. You are not Tanaka. I got a friend of mine. He's in Scotland, and we would just talk to each other sometimes in quotes from Bloodsport. Right, so he'd message me and he'd be like, very good, but brick, not hit back. And then I'd reply, you're not gonna call the cops? You know. and then he'd reply with like, here's the American shithead who makes tricks with bricks. Dude, it's so good, man. If you don't have any pubic hair on your testicles, there is a cure, and it's called Bloodsport. You're welcome. There you go. I reckon the last character has got to be a female. So what are our choices? Tongpo. Yeah. What are our choices? We don't have Sonya, we don't have Jade. They're the two big ones. Guaranteed Natara, right? So we're getting a very... God, I hate Garrus in there. I really do, man. Right. No more Special Forces, please. Well, okay. I don't mind the Special Forces. I just didn't like how they portrayed them. I like the Special Forces more like the co-op. You know, kind of like SEAL team type. Small but very lethal military type group. It could be a new character. It could be a brand new character. Raiden's sister. Raidette. I hope she's hot. Right. She can put a spark in my thing. Anyway. Right. No, it's got to be a chick. It has to be a chick. I agree with the ladies on Twitter that it is a very slim ladies roster. I got no problem with women being in fighting games. Jeez, man. I would take all the dudes out of Dead or Alive. Right? I'm all about that boob. But in this roster, it is pretty light on the females. Right? We need another female in there. Now, they could either pull from Sonya, they could pull from Jade. You've got Kira. Serena, we know will come, but she's going to be DLC. Like she's gonna be DLC, no doubt, but she's unfortunately cameo at the moment. Maybe Kira reworked, perhaps. I don't know. I think it has to be a female. I'd like it to be a female, to be honest. Yeah. Not Chronica. It's not gonna be Chronica, man. No one wants that twink. Right? No one wants the twink, and nobody wants the Twinkie. Alright? Who else we got? Frost. I would no doubt be surprised that she doesn't become a fully playable character down the track as well. It could be a new character. It could be the fabled pink ninja from Barbie Land. Whatever, right? Wavy Mole, how you going, man? How would you feel about Scarlet? Oh yeah, Scarlet too, man. Holy damn, she's like another goth type chick. Damn, I'm terrible. I'm awful. How did I forget my girl Scarlet? Yeah, I'd be fine with that as long as she doesn't look like she flies a plane in World War II. That was stupid, man. Like, bring back the sexy. Pink Floyd, Pink Ninja, yeah. Right. When he stuns you, he like it starts playing Comfortably Numb. Or the money song plays when you run out of dragon crystals. Money! You know? They disrespected Sonya and MK11 by making Ronda. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Ronda. Help me, Ronda. Help me, Ronda. I mean, sure she's a nice lady, but like, I just, you know. I think it should be a female. I'm all down for that, 100%. Right? 100%, I'm down for that. You know. So we got Scarlet, Kira. It's not going to be Shiva. Right? No one wants LL Cool J back. Right? She can be DLC later. No one cares, man. Right? So we got Scarlet, Sonya. Scarlet, Sonya. Scones. I like scones, by the way. Scarlet, Sonya, Kira. Well, I suppose throw Shiva in there, whatever. Right? And Jade. Tor with Farah. Well, see, they're cameo as well. So, you think it's Noob? Well, if it's Noob, then we get Noob, Rain, Reptile, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Smoke, and then eventually Ermac. So we got the Boys Club. They're back. The Boys Club. That'd be cool. If they make Shiva hot, I'll play it. Yeah, everyone wants a forearm bitch. Everyone, just wanting to look hot. A lot of Devora favorites. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand this obsession with that bug bitch. Fate Cabal was your main in MK11. Yeah, it's the only character I cared about. If they didn't make Scorpion's harpoon an auto attack, I would have mained Scorpion as well. But not because he was broken and shit. Just because I like Scorpion. He's my favorite. But Cabal's also one of my favorite. I don't really have an absolute favorite. I have a few. Right? Scorpion, Cabal, Havoc, Reiko, they're really at the top. They're the tippy top. Reptile, Smoke are definitely second. Especially as the advantage of the modern day games is that we do get ninjas and characters that were literally palette swaps become their own identity. So, they need to redesign my boy Ermac. Well, they might have heard the feedback. You know, did you like Kano? He was alright. I think I preferred Kano and MK9 though. Yeah. Well, here's I want to show you a picture because I found this. I don't know what it's from, but it was in reference to Sonya. It was something about Dynasty. Yeah, Dynasty said that Serena is his wife. Man, he wouldn't know where a pussy was if it was like planted on his forehead. Hey, I'm a dude, he's a dude, we're gonna give each other crap. That's just how it rolls, right? But Serena needs a daddy, and I'm it. That's just as simple. He can have Natara, maybe. If he's not careful, I'm gonna give him LL Cool J from, you know, Shiva from MK11, right? Listen, I'm gonna be real with you all. I'm the Quan Chi up in this shit, right? So I get all the goth bitches. Anyway. Now I found this. This is a thumbnail for a video I want to do. I found this picture and it was attached to a post about how Sonya was redesigned as she was still in the military, but she was a biologist. Now, I don't know if this picture is from something else. I just grabbed it and put it in the thumbnail. Right. Better not be Kotal Khan. I can't stand Kotal Khan. I can't stand all that Aztec crap. I really can't. I don't like it. Just the... Maybe it's the whole sacrificing crap. Now, have you guys ever seen this picture in the thumbnail before of her? Mysterious Warrior says last one is Kintaro. Dude, I would lose my shit if it was Kintaro. Dude, Kintaro's the best. Like, Kintaro is amazing. He is such a formidable boss. It'd be awesome. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. So yeah, so we are definitely missing out. They're gonna move. Shang Tsung is gonna be moved into the main roster. He's gonna be an unselectable character if you haven't pre-ordered him or paid for him. Oh, here we go. Redemption Fight FGC has posted this picture. Yeah, I like that one too. Can I open in browser? Can I do that? Hospital bed Kotal. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna save that image as well. Thanks, dude. Thank you, Redemption. Let's open this one just for the moment. Oh, not that one. Already done that one. This one. So, this is there's stages down the bottom. I don't give a crap about stages at the moment because we're only looking at the characters. Right. So this is listing all the cameo roster and all the playable rosters so far. Obviously, so what have we got across the top? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 20. Right, which leaves 4 slots left. Have they included? What have they included in that 20? So they're all properly revealed. That means there's 4 slots left. One of them's going to be Shang Tsung. 2 of them are going to be Reiko and Natara, no doubt. I have no doubt. Right. That leaves 1. Right. And then we know with the cameo roster, there's 16 slots. So what's that? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15. So they've got 1 more to reveal. So it could be Meat, could be Tremor, who knows? Like whatever, right? But when you look at the cameo roster, it bugs me. It looks like a hodgepodge of just whatever. Don't you think? It looks awful. It just looks so out of place. Like this entire cameo roster just looks so out of place. It looks so weird. Jacob said, oh, that's pretty cool, man. I like that. definitely got that dragon scales though. So, yeah, their cameo roster is just all over the place. And so when they make Serena playable, which I have no doubt they will, right? People are going to start asking questions. Like, why even Darius? That's what I mean, dude. Like, you know, like, they should have had, like, you know, Hataru in there as well, Dairu, Jarek, you know, they could have gone nuts. Carabasson says, there's any characters I'd like to see added personally. All of them. All of them. Up to date. All of them. Like, if I want to get nitty gritty, yeah, I want to see Cabal. I want to see Cabal back, for sure. But no, I want them all back. We're at that point now. We need them all back. We need an Armageddon 2.0. Like I said, if they want to keep their little gimmick of cameos, fine. But just make all the characters playable. Alright? Even mocap. All of them. All of them. Just do it. Like, go nuts. But yeah, like, yeah, I'd like to see Cabal back, definitely, because he's obviously a favorite as well. And I'd like to have all the ninjas, both male and female, in there. That would be cool. You know, including Tremor. What ninjas are we missing at the moment? Tremor, male ninjas, Tremor and Noob. Is that it? That's all we're missing, right? Oh, and Chameleon. So that's probably who the last slot will be, actually, for the cameos. It'll probably be female Chameleon. So yeah, Kai would have been amazing. You know. Look, I have no doubt that they're going to like bring out expansion packs, like an actual story expansion pack, outside of invasion stuff, right? I think they're going to, because they can easily make a fortune, right? They can make an absolute fortune, with that shit, 100%. I just want to put the cameo roster on the screen. Oh, and there's the stages as well. So let's see if I can. I'll reduce it down if I can. There we go. I'll kind of do that. There we go. There we go. Do you have to use cameo on MK1? Well, you could ignore them. You don't have to use them. The only time, if you, at worst, you'd use a cameo to break a combo, like for combo break. Outside of that, you don't have to use them. The only way I think I'm going to be able to cope with cameos, because a lot of people are saying stuff that I felt when I was mucking around with the mod for MK11 with the MK11 hook that allows you to choose any character as a cameo. It's the timing of them and when to use them. So I think the only way that it's going to work for me is if just the cameo, ignoring the character as such and going, do I want to have these extra 4 or 5 special moves to my main character? And just think of them as extensions of my character, and that's it. Right? Drog says NRS only support their games for 3 or 4 years. Well, they don't have that luxury anymore. We're like, you know, with all the problems going on with, like, you know, inflation and stuff, they are better off just doubling down on this game and trying to milk it for everything they can. And they can milk it properly. You know, if they bring out proper deals. This is why I don't rail against DLC. Because DLC can really increase and enhance a game further beyond its release. Right? Continually generating hype, bringing in players, you know, all that sort of stuff. But you don't have to do it with guest characters, right? The guest characters are just going to look so out of place, you know. So the thing is though that once this game gets into the real world, when the everyday Mortal Kombat fan is sitting there playing with it and they start expressing their opinions and everything like that, yeah, Chrome and Hydro NMC said, yeah, that'd be amazing. Could be Cyang, you never know, man. I'm gonna hold that torch for Cyang. That'd be cool. He's a new character playable, but he's not new in the Mortal Kombat story. He's an old character in Mortal Kombat story. That'd be amazing. That'd be really cool. Right? That'd be really, really cool. You know? They better not make it Madame Bo. I mean, I'll run around as an old bitch and beat the crap out of people. That'd be funny. Just think of the trolling you could do. Beat up by an old lady. That'd be hilarious. But, you know, as a joke, character, you know. As a joke character. You know that new character that's coming out for Street Fighter 6, Aki? You know how many dudes I see going mental over her? I mean, she's a psycho, right? She's crazy. She's out of her mind. Okay. I don't know, you young dudes out there, you don't want to be with a crazy bitch. No offense, like you don't. You think you do, but you don't. Okay. Yeah. 4 reveals left. Shang isn't base. I guarantee you, dude, Shang will be base. They'll do exactly what they did with Goro. Goro was a pre-purchased character for MK10. And they stuck him on the roster screen, but you just couldn't select him if you didn't pay for him. Seems to be a thing, old fans hate guest characters. Well, we do, because, like, we've been there since the beginning, if not most of it. You know? So, you know, what we see is a character slot being taken up for marketing. That's it. It's a marketing ploy. That's it. There's nothing else to it apart from that, just to get the normies in. Right? That's why Harada with Tekken, he's like, no, not worrying about guest characters yet. I just want my game done with Tekken characters first. So, you gotta respect him for that. Bitter says, I'd rather lower the violence and make the female fighters look more like females. Yeah, that'd be a great trade-off. Yeah. So how about this for a theory? If Reptile was supposed to be the only vessel character that Onaga could, or the spirit of Onaga could get into to become the Dragon King, that would mean that the Zaterran race are somehow linked in some genetic way to dragons or the Dragon King, yes? Right? Which could mean then that, as I've talked about, Onaga could have like a human form or shapeshift into a human form. Just like Reptile. Shang Tsung will have awesome Wolverine claws. Yeah, I think Shang Tsung is gonna like be vicious with the claws. I think he's gonna be doing a lot of slashing and get like really like, because you know that crazy face he pulled in the story stuff. I think that's what it's gonna be like. I think like when he gets really into it and kind of like a murderous rage, you know, I think he's gonna be really vicious with that stuff. And they're poisoned as well, because either they're poisoned or it looks like I don't know, it could be maybe jade on it, I don't know, but it kind of looks like they're almost like poisoned. Like they have like poison at the end, the far end of the tip. I don't know. Ron Ray says let's talk stages, last 4 stages. Yeah, they gotta have a pit stage. They have to have a pit stage. You know. I think the Deadpool's in it, isn't it? Or the Flesh Pits, either one, like. Wouldn't mind seeing the Armory come back. See, that's the other thing too I loved about MK9. We got all those classic stages done in 3D, and they look really good. So. You know what would be you know what would be really cool to add to MK1 in invasions mode, right? They add in the arcade games that you can unlock. Wouldn't that be awesome? They do it like a season skin, like, you know, the seasons of classics or whatever, right? And then they actually make it so that you can unlock all the arcade versions or MK Trilogy or whatever, MK4, you know, in the game. That'd be kind of cool. See, I think of so many nut stuff, you know. See, what I liked about the 3D era stages is that the stages themselves were characters that could kill you. That was what's... you're tripping, they're not going to be adding the arcade. Yeah, I know. But we can all dream. We can all dream. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. Anyway. Oh yeah, the 3D era stages, right? So, yeah, the 3D era stages actually felt like their own characters because they could kill you just like that. I want that back for Mortal Kombat. I'm sure I've come up with ways that they could do it for 2D stages. You know, you make them break through either ends to different parts. You make it so that there's a part in the stage where you can grab them, an interactable, and smash them through like a back piece into like another part of the stage. You know, stuff like that. You could have death traps easily. Easily. They should put Harakiris in the game. That would be sick. Yeah, I think the reason why they probably never did it again is because to them, they're probably promoting suicide. I know it sounds weird, and I know it's a video game, and I know it's ridiculous. But devil's advocate, they probably like, it could be touchy, you know, because then some twat out there will be like, oh, this game is encouraging you to kill yourself, right? It was bad enough when you were encouraging to kill others, you know. So that's probably the only reason why they've never gone back to that. But I like the concept of it because it was basically like, nah, you're not going to win. You know, I'm not going to let you kill me. I'm going to take that away from you. So maybe they could do it differently. You know, maybe they could come up with something else that's different. So basically, it's kind of like they can do the fatality, but you also have like a counter fatality, right? That'd be kind of interesting. So rather than it being a Harakiri, it's like if you're faster, it then kind of like or you know, it kind of like allows you to sort of, I don't know, take away their ability to kill you or something like that, and they might have some cool animation where, you know, Scorpion might escape to the nether realm or something like that, you know. Daniel Shankel says, I got my pre-order for PC, hell, as long as I can, but damn. Yeah, I'm getting pretty excited, man. I'm getting pretty going, you know, it's on for the Johnson for MK1. So far, it's pretty good. I've heard a lot of positive thoughts come from people I trust on the gameplay and stuff like that. Again, it'll be different, obviously, when I get my hands on it. It's quite exciting, actually. It's been a long time since I've been excited for a, you know, for a Mortal Kombat game. I heard Jack's ground pound can hit you so you can deny a fatality. Oh, really? Let me just grab some more water, dudes. Hang on a sec. Zeed says, I haven't pre-ordered yet. I first have to buy a new Xbox and probably a new TV too. Afterpay. Where do you live in the world, dude? Just Afterpay all that crap. You'll be right, man. Or sell a kidney. No, don't sell a kidney. I'm just kidding. Toby says, I'm skeptical of pre-ordering. Dude, I 100% agree with you, man. 100%. But don't forget, like, if you buy it on disc, you can just take it back to the shop. This is a pile of crap. Get your money back or just refund it. If you're on Steam, you got 2 hours gameplay maximum and under a week, right? So if you're conscious of that, you play it and you go, nah, I'm not feeling it. I'll wait. Just get a refund. So, their brutalities are locked behind invasions. Yeah, they probably do that. Like, they basically decided that the crypt, they're done with the crypt. This is a far better system, so that way they can do more storytelling, add essentially an endless supply of content. But it's also easy. You know what I mean? Like, anyone can play through this stuff, right? Listen to this comment, man. I get the best comments on that AI video. This dude goes, I don't know, the AI didn't fix the middle face in your thumbnail, which was my face, by the way. Maybe change the prompt or something. People are so mad. They're so mad that people don't like how the women look at MK1. I mean, Sindel looks great. She actually looks great. From every angle and every face that she's pulled, Sindel looks great. But the rest of them kind of look like they've been hit in the face with a shovel. And I don't mean the shovel part, I mean like the handle end. You know? It wasn't even worth getting hit in the face with the shovel end. So... It's so weird, this weird... So the MK community, and I don't mean you guys, I mean like these weirdos. Like, it's so weird. It's like this cult mentality of like, we must accept ugly bitches. It's so weird. Can you pull up the AI Katana and Melina? I think I've got it. See if I still got it liked. Yeah, I do actually. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Wow, that's super big. Hang on. Fit to screen. There we go. There we go. Cover up Homelander. No one cares about him. There we go. Now, I got called a racist because apparently these girls are white. Can somebody explain? I mean, they don't look white to me. They look like Talisa Soto, like Puerto Rican, or what do you call it? You know, like Latino or something. You know, we don't have a single Latino represented character in Mortal Kombat. Considering the people that create Mortal Kombat, from what I've been told, from that background, it's weird. Blandine Mummy says, Fader, I won't lie, I used to not like you, but I'm starting to see how amazing you are. Dude, listen, man. I'll make this as simple as possible for people. You don't have to like me if you don't want to. I want you to disagree with me. I want you to ask questions. I want you to go, hey, no, I like this. I'm not going to call you stupid or put you down for it, because at the end of the day, it's your money and it's your time and it's your enjoyment, right? All I want to do is have good discussions, you know? But I appreciate you being here, man. I do. I like pushback. It's the only way to keep things, you know, like on the level. You gotta, I like that. Those girls are Puerto Rican, yeah. And they're hot. Oh, you just want a Barbie doll. Okay. Tiz says, if they look like that, I've got to use the bathroom just for a sec. Yeah, Tiz is going for the jizz shot. A lot of weirdos invade the MK community, unfortunately. You guys need to go watch my video, my rant video, if you want. Right? This is the problem. This is what happens when a community is not honest about stuff. They constantly shill. They constantly sit there and go, oh, everything's perfect, never say anything wrong. And then the stan accounts kick in because they're obsessed with like fictional characters. And everything goes tits up. And they wonder why. Like you've literally got chicks on Twitter thirsting over pixels. And I don't mean like these same people, like I look at these chicks and go, yeah, you know, listen man, listen, I don't care who denies this unless you're gay. Everyone would rub 2 out for these chicks. That's a fact, right? Bang bang, you're done. That's it. You know you would. Okay? You know you would. Because they're hot. Right? The chicks would rub ones out for the dudes in the game. You even got chicks lusting after Reptile. Right? It's sad, but whatever. The point is, though, is that one demographic is allowed to be catered for. The other one, you get made to feel like, oh, you just need everything to be porn. Do you really think these chicks on Twitter are sitting there going, you know, my guy, it was a joke. Oh, somebody's saying so. Was that to me? I don't know. Anyway, right. Oh, it's not a joke to me, dude. I'd rob one out. Yep. I'd be a few grams lighter. 100%. I don't care. What? It's healthy. Anyway. All these chicks, do you really think these chicks on Twitter are sitting there going, oh, he'd make a perfect husband? No, they want to bang the crap out of every MK dude in the game. right? Like, these women are attractive. They're hot. They look. And this is the weird part. This is the really interesting part. Mortal Kombat has no Latino, Brazilian, Puerto Rican, any sort of like, you know, that demographic representation in the game. Right? None. They could have easily used that as the base model for how humans in Outworld look, but they didn't. They literally decided to just do a copy and paste of Wakanda and Asia and stick it in Outworld and go, oh, this is Outworld. It's like, how do you explain Asian people in a completely foreign realm? They didn't immigrate there. There's no passport from the United States to frickin' Edenia. Like, it's just stupid. But you know what? They could have, but because, right, this particular like ethnicity has not been seen in a Mortal Kombat game, apart from Talisa in the Mortal Kombat movies, they could have easily done it. Like, easily done it, man. And it would have been perfect. Right? Absolutely perfect. See, I always thought Jade was like she had like a Sicilian, Italian complexion. Like real deep bronze, brown, you know, Mediterranean tan skin. That's who I always thought like Jade was from. But then they make her black, right? And then they turn Tanya from kind of like having the same similar style to what do you call it? You know, like, was she like Latino? She's based on a Latino actress, didn't she, right? And what they do, they turn her black. Now, I don't care if you put black people in there, but as per every Western developer, oh, they stereotypically do the same black chick in every game. And Tanya's hair looks like a goddamn tarantula. Tell me I'm wrong, it looks like a freaking spider stuck on her head. Right? Crushing Bro says the thing is Melina and Katana are Latina names. Is that for real? Is that for real? Like legit, like serious question. Yeah, but Tanya doesn't look Brazilian. So add some AoE character for that oil money, yeah. If we get I didn't know that, Crushing. Is that? Wow. Like, they are beautiful names. Man, it's just, you know, I look at this picture over here and I just think to myself, my God, what did they do? You know, what they could have done. So. See, it says Katana was initially named Kitsune, if I'm not mistaken, and Katana was derived from the Japanese word katana. Yeah, well, so that's what I thought originally too, but oh. A lot of the actors for MK characters in the OG games were Hispanic Latino. Yeah. Daniel and Carlos Pacina. You had, what was his name? What's his first name? Silva. The guy that played Nightwolf, right? Yeah, man. Like, massive, like, Latino influences. It's just, it's so weird. It's so weird that behind the scenes, there's a lot there, but in the game, nothing. Edenian humans should have looked like they were from, like, Latin America, right? That would have been perfect, because they haven't been shown in the game. We haven't seen those characters with that skin tone or ethnicity in the game. So it would have been perfect that when you go there, there's like, oh wow, they look, you know, okay, different. We haven't seen this skin tone before, you know, or whatever. And, you know, it would have been perfect, man. Linky says, I hope they changed Natara from a vampire to a dragon. Daughter of Onaga. That's a race swap I'm okay with. Well, okay, so Z says also South American Mortal Kombat community is absolutely huge. Oh, dude, they're massive. Like, with all their Mugen games and stuff, they are gods. Literal gods to me. I love it. They make the best stuff. I'd love to be able to talk to them one day. You know, get them on the cast or something, have a chat. It's amazing. So race swapping Natara from vampire to dragon. Okay, so I always struggled with vampire, the vampire introduction in Mortal Kombat. I never liked it. It always felt out of place, like they were just trying to shove mythology in from other things. How you going, Ash? I wouldn't mind so much if, like, you know, there was a tie-in with Scarlet. You know, Scarlet sort of was able to manipulate blood, you know, and then maybe the Takat virus has a different strain that turns people into more vampiric type creatures rather than Baraka type creatures. And the those particular ones then have to feed on blood to survive, as opposed to Baraka and stuff. I don't know. They just like, oh yeah, here's a hot female vampire character. It's like, okay. Alright. So, yeah. God, I would really hope we get like a trailer this weekend. That'd be cool. Still not digging the Takat virus. Well, that was a scrap storyline from John Tobias. I actually really like it. Like, a lot of this stuff's grown on me because it actually is kind of cementing a lot of stuff. It also can be used in an insidious way. If it was created to, like, you know, poison people or whatever, that's an insidious thing. Rather than it just being a race of people. So Future Boy Who on Twitter says that apparently MK1 is coming to PS4. Do you guys buy that or not? Doesn't sound right. Could be though, but whatever. I do like the fact that, you know, we can use like special moves now for wake up attacks instead of the predestined one that we had. Ed Boon has two sisters. One's name is Sonia and the other name is Tanya. Is that for real? Serious? Wouldn't mind if Megan Fox's Natara, she brought the Jennifer's body energy. Oh. Yeah, man. I'm just trying to see if there's any new stuff on Twitter, but I don't think there is. Apparently, Kung Lao doesn't have his teleport in MK1. I kind of like that, actually. God, that's a pissy move. Annoys me. I mean, when you get used to it, like, when you get used to countering it, it's easy. Right? Oh, there's a lot of thirsty chicks on Twitter. I'll tell you what, man. They really... they really are, man. Right? You need the Kung Lao cameo, the full version cameo. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I actually don't mind if Kung Lao doesn't have his teleport, to be honest. As long as they replace it with something else, that's pretty decent. So, and again, you know, another character that they haven't done a breakdown of yet. Maybe they should just give me the game and I'll do the combat cast. How about that? Right. I'll do it for them. I am going to do that though, like when the game comes out, I am going to make video after video after video for every character, you know, showcasing their special moves and then showcasing just their normal combat moves, you know, stuff like that. And build up my archive on the channel so people can come and just look at it and go, oh, I wonder what Scorpion's all his special moves are. Right? I'm kind of still hoping, low-key, that they've snuck in his leg takedown, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to call it Aftermath twice in a row. What they're going to do, I almost guarantee it, what they're going to do. Because Mortal Kombat 1 is such a weird name, right? They're going to kind of do, like, they're going to have to, like, come out with an expansion pack that kind of replaces the 1, you know. Am I going to showcase their combos? Yeah, I could do a separate video for that too. Yeah. It's very easy. It's actually really easy for me to make videos. I actually really enjoy it, so it's not hard. That's why I pump out so much content. It's because my brain just like, it's like, oh man, I want to do this, I want to do that, and you know what I mean? So I go nuts. Yeah, I go nuts with that sort of stuff. And it's a lot of fun. Because there's going to be a lot of people who just want to see what the special moves are, right? But see, I think there's a lot of I like showcasing the non-special moves because they can be just as effective against, you know, it's just as effective in a fight. So how good's their standing high kick? How good's their roundhouse? How good's their sweep? What's the range on their sweep? You know, what are their punches like? You know, that sort of thing. analyzing their stances, you know, things like that. I love all that stuff. Yeah, from a martial art perspective, because that's, you know, because I used to teach. I love that. So, Monster Hunter. So I do have Monster Hunter. It ran okay on my previous rig. I'm just waiting until I get the new graphics card because I want, like, it looks amazing and beautiful. But I don't really know a whole bunch about the game. All I know is that my character has, like, I think the biggest katana or Naginata, whatever you want to call it, I've ever seen. And it looks amazing. It really does. But I wanted to, you know, I wanted to have the, like a rig that would really handle it. So me and my son are like, me and my son are going to be updating to a 4090 or whatever it is. So put you in, there we go. Okay. Oh, I've dealt with that. If you get my drift. Yeah, but I love it because I, you know, like obviously like the monsters remind me of things like dinosaurs and stuff. So I kind of like that as well. So using a 2060. Oh yeah, a 4090. That's overkill. Yeah, I buy for long term, dude. My son and I, we got 1390. Was it 13900Ks? When I upgrade for a real long time. Yeah, I want that shit to last. So for me, yeah, 4090, 100%. I do not want anything in the way of being able to like have a game running and being able to record it, you know, that sort of stuff. It's very important. So yeah, and you know, my son's a massive gamer as well. My daughter plays games, not nowhere nearly as enough. So she's basically inherited my previous rig, which was pretty powerful in itself anyway. So. But yeah, you know. So I upgrade for a long time. Yeah. And then usually the parts will get upgraded throughout the other computers in the house as well. So my son's 18, so my son's 18. I can't really stop him. So you know. I thought there'd be a trailer today. I thought with PAX West going that they actually would do something for it. But there's literally been no mention of it. But it says my first MK game was MK4. Yeah, that was so weird. The first time I saw it, I couldn't believe it. It's like, wow. You gotta remember, back in those days, we didn't have social media or the internet, so we literally either found out by just walking into the arcade and seeing it for the first time, or a magazine, you know. Tez says a game comes out in 2 weeks. No, I want a trailer, bro. I want a trailer. I want Reiko and Natara. I want it. Bitter Industry said Fate. Diane would be everybody's wife who got sent to prison. That's harsh, man. If you go to PAX West schedule, look up Mortal Kombat, it will be there. Chosen One says, damn, do you hate Dynasty? No, I don't hate him at all, man. Dude, I talk about all the Kombat kids, right? I don't care if they say stuff about me, it doesn't bother me. I don't hate anyone. Except the devil. But he'll be dealt with. So, you know. Alright, let me have a look. I have no problem with it. I'd actually like to talk to Dynasty. Dynasty, however you say it. He seems alright. But all these dudes and dudettes are all young. You know, they're very good at playing the game, but they just react to everything. Oh, not me. Oh, someone in the chat. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, well, I talked about him a bit too, so I thought, well, you know, the shoe fit me anyway, so I just laced that shit up. Okay, PAX West schedule. Oh yeah, let's tune into Power Wash Simulator. I mean, I like a good power wash hoser more than, you know, the next person. But, you know. I'm assuming it's not the first day. Can't see it for the first day. It must be tomorrow. Are you going street? Dynasty. Yeah. I just get people nicknames and stuff. You know, I don't mean anything by it. Uncaged shill. Wow, they're actually... So, tomorrow they're talking about, Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Wow. What's that dude with the perm? What's his name? Brisk Walk? Is that his name? Oh. He seems alright. He's called out some good stuff I've seen recently. I think that's cool. How many days does this bloody thing run for? It's up to 4 days. I don't see no Mortal Kombat. Hang on. See, you probably guessed, I don't edit my videos, right? When you see me switch stuff, I'm literally clicking stuff in the video. So when I hit record and I stop recording, when you watch a video, that's all one take. It's easy. Like, it's easy for me to do. I never script anything. I just think crap in my head and go, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And then I just do it. Right? I don't script, I don't do quick cutting, I don't put little gameplay and stuff. I just like to keep it au naturel, you know? Just like chicks in the 60s, they never shaved, all natural. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, right. Mortal Kombat 11, oh god. Is that it? Hang on. There's a cartoon podcast, Mortal Kombat The Journey Begins at 7 PM, 28th anniversary panel, right? Okay, and then at 8 PM, today I think, Mortal Kombat 11. Why? Man. Hey, if you guys, like, I know it's not a fighting game, but it kind of is. I kind of treat it like that. There's a game that you can download for free on every console, I think, including PC, called Naraka Blade Point. It's a third-person martial art battle royale. It's one of the very few games that I actually win at, which is nice. But I love it because it feels like a fighting game. You got weapons. You got like ranged weapons as well, like crossbows and like cannons, but mostly it's the martial art weapons, bows. I think you got Cabal type weapons, sort of in there, sort of in there, like half of them are. You got like butterfly swords, katanas, spears, everything. It's amazing. It's so good. So. Mysterious Warrior says, nobody talks about Pyramid being Shang Tsung. That's crazy. I'm tripping. I did. I talked about it. Movement is a bit of a glitch. Yeah, so that's the weird thing. For whatever strange reason, they designed it to work perfectly off an SSD, which most people don't have, unless it's on a console. But, you know, I'm willing to put up with, like, because it loads a little slow, despite my rig. Although I'm interested, once I get the 4090 in there, I'm curious to see how it's going to go. But making a game actually rely on an SSD is just stupid. Like, it's just daft, you know, because they're so expensive. Who the hell is going to tune in to watch an MK11 tournament? Right? Like, who's going to watch that crap? I wonder if I can... Should I like... I wonder how well it's going to go. Let me see if I can... Hopefully it won't absolutely like collapse the stream. I'll load up some Naraka. What do you reckon? You want to see me play it? As long as it doesn't die. Hang on. What if Liu Kang was related to the Dragon King? I wouldn't be surprised, man. I've been saying that for ages. I wouldn't be surprised. Jacob says ketchup, mustard, Max. I like Max because Max is old like me. You know, he's very much into like the competitive like combo side of things. But you know, at least he calls stuff out. And I like Max. Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I don't care if people are happy about stuff, but it's good to see them say, look, what's going on? And he did that video calling out MK1's movement. You know? So. Don't know too much about ketchup and mustard. At all. I like tomato sauce though. Yeah, ADL. Yeah, I pre-ordered it today, man. I was pretty happy. Yeah. Tab Mock, yeah, is pretty awesome. And of course, Total MK, the original Mortal Kombat YouTuber, Total MK. Is it gonna... Don't crash, don't... Oh, there we go. Do I like uncaged games? Well, I don't have... Okay. I don't have personal issues with these people. But a lot of them are shills, right? A lot of clickbaity, you know, quick editing, cutting, you know, everything's great, everything's wonderful. Yeah, I've heard about the Fighters Den. Yeah, see, I see. Like that's the thing. Like a lot of the MK community on Twitter and YouTube and stuff, they seem to be heavily more in like, oh, fighting game tournaments, combos. Whereas I come from the other massive side of it, right? Kiana Smiley says, I do wish we had an actual conquest mode through in MK1. Yeah, well, I think the thing is though, is like, you know, we get like the whole cinematic story experience, which could be really good. And then we get kind of like the invasion mode, which kind of takes everything else and just pushes it into it. So... You went back to MK10 for the time being, yeah. Guys, everything's still loading up. Jeez. Oh, here we go. It's gonna load up. Yeah, or are these images covering it up? Hang on. No. It hasn't loaded up yet. Hang on. Do I need that? Do I need that? Is that gonna work? Sonic Fox, oh my god, don't get me started, dude. Like, seriously, man. I'm trying to get Invasion seems too linear to me. Well, it is, I think, on purpose. You know, but if the linearity of it means that we know what rewards we can get and where, I'm for that. Like, I'm not against that. Am I gonna have to do this in window mode? Ah! Okay. And it's not even moving in window mode because it's stupid. I might have to do desktop capture, maybe. Hang on. Does that work? That works. There we go. Oh, here we go. Whee! I really like this game. Am I using OBS? I'm using Streamlabs. Yeah, because like if your computer died, right? Streamlabs actually, like, because it all saves your settings and everything. It all saves it on their end. So if you reformat and just reinstall Streamlabs, it brings it all back. It's amazing. I love it. I just want to see how much CPU it's using. Dude, look at that, man. Look at that. It's like using bugger all. 4.9 on an i9. It's amazing. So good, man. Yeah, PS5, it's so expensive. You can get Xbox Series X, Game Pass, that's great. I'm assuming Mortal Kombat 1 is coming out on Game Pass. Yeah. Hopefully I will get a match. Ooh. Oh. I have no need for a console. That's the thing, dude. All the Xbox and PlayStation games are coming to PC, and then you got all the PC games in general. Everything's coming to PC, man. So that's why I'm really happy that I'm like one of the few people that actually kind of like props up the fighting game community for PC. Because we need it. Right? We get more and more players every year, so it's good. So look how slow this stuff loads. And it's not because of my rig, it's because they, well, I guess it is, because they're like, oh, it has to be an SSD. Look how attractive these chicks are, man. Right? And it eventually loads up. Except for that, Look how attractive these chicks are. They're so hot they have no face because we can't handle it. If we looked upon their face, come on, hurry up and load. Make me look like a clown on my own stream. Jeez, there we go. Look at that, man. Right, she gonna load up. There we go. Anyway, where am I going? Maybe over here. This is Naraka Blade Point. Perform one counter in this match, arrive to get one every... Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll try that. Right. I just got this skin tonight, actually. Yeah, this game's called Naraka Blade Point. It's free to play, either on console or PC. So, it's very martial arty. Love it. You like nunchuck. I want them to put Sai in it. You know, like Raphael weapon. I'd lose it. I'd be using them all the time. You play as Viper Ning. Oh yeah, nice. Oh, here we go. It's still loading in. Oh, I suppose. I mean, there's... Yeah, I guess I'll get away with it. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Definitely. Oh, definitely. No, not that one. That one. Oh, yeah, baby. Right. Where's my, oh, yeah, I don't need that crap no more. Oh, yeah, man. Purples this early on. Oh, look at all that. Look at all them fighting. Oh, where'd she go? Don't need that. There, that. Oh, hello. You come back for more, have you? All right. Oh. I'll put some sound on here. There we go. You guys hear that? No? Yes? There we go. This is such a badass game, man. Whoop, whoop, get out of there. No, not dealing with that shit.
Come to me and be healed.
Nice and sturdy now. Fortune to you in the next life.
Yeah.
Combat worthy once more.
You become the kill leader in this match. You truly deserve it.
Look at that, man. Straight up murder.
Nothing like the smell of freshly polished steel.
Oh, someone's hit me. Oh. Oh, what the f— where's my weapon? I need my weapon back. Oh, fine, I'll use the big stick.
It was not to be this time. Nothing like the smell of freshly polished steel.
Oh.
As strong as my heart.
Yeah, I love the martial art aspect of this game. It's so cool.
Blessings upon me, actually.
See, I never use like ranged weapons when I'm using controller. Just I don't know, like, I don't think they auto-aim.
Blessings upon me, actually.
Oh. Here we go. Oh, double team. Oh, up we go. There we go.
Nice and sturdy now. A soothing balm for my wounds.
Still got time.
The shadow thickens.
I don't need that. Don't need that. Yeah, I ain't going near you, Cupcake. You can just stay over there and have your little episode. There's a few of them. Okay, alright, fair enough. They're all grouping up. They're gonna wipe themselves out, and then I'll just come in for the easy kills. Actually, is there a cannon? Cannon from long range is a lot of fun, actually.
Blessings upon me, actually.
Got a bow staff. Oh, yeah. I got a pistol. Nah. What have I got in my bag? Don't need that. I guess I could always... maybe in one. Let's try it out. If I don't like it, I'll just swap it back out again. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the pistol. Alright, now I'm gonna mess him up. Here I become Siang.
Only 5 teams left. Victory is on the horizon.
Nothing like the smell of freshly polished
The
steel.
shadow will soon spread.
A soothing balm for my wounds.
The shadow spreads.
Let's see, does the 2 people gone? Oh, there they are. Yeah, what's in here? Give me a cannon or something, so I can just shoot them long range. Oh, I got no. Oh, I got no. Oh, okay. Don't need. I don't know if I need those. Definitely need some berries. Oh wow! Check that out. That's cool. Oh, run!
I will remember you. On this plane, in this world, at this time, we win.
That's it. It's the only battle royale game I'm good at. Well, dudes and dudettes, I might go get some sleep, as I am still recovering from this cold. I guess it's a good thing though that I actually like got sick now instead of in 2 weeks' time. So, but thanks for everyone for showing up. That was really cool. I didn't think I'd stream this long, so I guess I got through it alright. I had some Panadol before I started, so I guess that helped. Yeah, I hope we get something this weekend. That'd be kind of cool. I think that'd be groovy if we did, to be honest. So, but I guess we'll see what we'll see. So, but anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.